Good morning, everyone. So, in the last video, we have seen about hydrostatic forces on the surface. What are the various cases of hydrostatic forces? We have discussed that in the previous class. So, hydrostatic force basically what it was meant was that if you insert anything inside a water in a static fluid, this we are studying about. Hydrostatic force is all about a static fluid when the water is not moving or any other liquid is not moving. So if you keep any surface or any object, if you immerse any object inside, suppose a liquid, we are considering it as the water. So if you suppose insert any object, so the forces which will be acting on this body is nothing but your hydrostatic forces. These forces are generally normal to that we have seen. The point where the total pressure acts, it is called as the center of pressure. The point at which the pressure acts is called as the center of pressure, and all the forces together are called as total pressure. This we have seen, and we have discussed that there are four cases in this. This one was your vertical plane, one is your horizontal plane, one is your inclined plane, and one is your curved surface. Okay, the vertical plane surface we have discussed. We have seen the derivation for that also. This was the derivation for vertically plane submerged in a liquid. So this was the diagram we have considered as one strip. On based on that, we have derived the formula for force, which was coming out to be rho g b into h. After integration, it was coming out to be force equals to what? Rho g h, rho g into a h bar. This was the force which will be acting, and then we have also derived the center of pressure, and the center of pressure was coming out to be h star, which is ig into ah bar plus h bar. This was the two formula. After that, we have I've also shared with you the different shapes. Okay, one was your rectangular. This was the terms which will be used the center of gravity. From the base it will be d by 2, b area will be into b into d. The moment of inertia is bd cube by 12. In case if in the question it is asked as triangle, then your cg will be h by 3, area will be bh by 2, bh cube by 36 will be the moment of inertia. In case of circle, it will be d by 2, area is pi by 4 d square, and cg will be what? Moment of inertia will be pi d to the power 4 by 64. In case of trapezoidum, this is the formula. So this we have discussed in the previous class. We have done some numerical also. The first numerical was this. We have discussed in this. We needed to find it out the force and where this all the forces is going to act. That is the center of pressure. This we have evaluated in the previous class. Okay. There were two cases. One when the object is on the free surface, and when the object is 3 meter below the 2.5 meter below the free surface. Okay, this was the first problem. Then the second problem we have done was related to the circle. In case if your object is of circular shape, what will be the force? The force we have evaluated. This was the force, and the same formula was used, and h star formula we have used in this formula, and we have found it out where the center of pressure will be acting. Okay, after that we will see the next numerical. Okay, this is the new topic. Okay, from here we are going to start with a new part. So the first question which we are going to start today is that a rectangular sluice gate is situated on a vertically wall of a lock. Okay, so it is saying a sluice gate. Sluice gate means suppose there is a dam. In order to stop the water, a gate is provided. So whenever we need to allow the water to flow, we will open the sluice gate, and whenever we need to close the we need to stop the flow, we need to close that gate. So this sluice gate is provided. The shape of the sluice gate is what? It is rectangular in the shape, and it is provided in a vertical wall of a lock. Okay. After that, the vertical side of the sluice is d meter in length. So the vertical side is d meter in length, and the depth of centroid of the area is p. So the where the center of gravity of this gate to the free surface, the depth is what? P in terms of meter below the water surface. Now prove that the depth of pressure is equal to P plus D square divided by 12P. So we need to prove this. Okay. For that we need to consider what are the given factors. So we have been provided with the vertical depth, so that has been given. We are provided with the width of the gate, that is also given. So based on the depth and the width, we can find out the area. So area will be what? BD in terms of meter square. This is in meter, this is in meter, so this will be also in meter. Okay, now the center of gravity from the free surface, we are considering it as h bar. Okay, so h bar is nothing but your P as it is given over there. So we need to use the formula of center of pressure. So the center of pressure formula is what? Ig into Ah bar plus H. Okay, so this is also actually this is also H bar. Here the Ig, because this is a rectangular shape, so the Ig will be what? Bd cube by 12. So we'll put the value of what? Bd cube by 12 in place of Ig. Okay. After that, area you know that it is B into D. After that, h bar you know that it is having a equal, it is equals to P. Okay. Again it is plus with P. So after calculating what we get, we see over here, BB is getting cancelled. Okay, one B is cancelling, this B is also cancelling, one D is cancelling, this will get converted into what? Square. Okay, so in the top we are left with what? D square. So D square is on the top. After that this 12 will come downward, so this is 12P plus P. So this was actually, it was asking P plus D square plus 12P. So this is the final value we have derived. Okay, so this was the second numerical. Hope you have understood this. This is nothing but very simple. In this we need to prove this. Okay, we need to prove this value P plus D square into 12P. So as you all know that we have been provided with the depth, this height. So the height is D and the width we have been provided as B. So from that we can calculate the area. The height, center of gravity height from the free surface is P in terms of meter. So this we have already known. So using this equation H star value, where the center of pressure will be acting, we can apply this formula Ig into A H bar plus H bar. This is H bar, where Ig equals to Bd cube by 12, because since it is a rectangular shape surface, so it will be Bd cube by 12. So in place of Ig we are putting Bd cube by 12. Okay, after that divided by Ah bar, so area is nothing but B into D, H bar is nothing but P, and again H bar equals to P. So this B is getting cancelled, this D is also getting cancelled. Since it is D cube, it will get converted into D square, so we are left on the top with D square. This 12 will come downward, this will be get multiplied with P, so it will be 12P, and we are left with what? We are left with only P. Okay, so this is the final derivation. After that, we will see the next numerical. It is based on the triangular shape. Okay, this is the problem. What we are doing in this, determine the total pressure. So we need to find out the total pressure. Total pressure is nothing but your F. Okay, the formula is rho G A H bar. Okay, and then we need to find out the center of pressure. So the center of pressure formula is what? H star formula is Ig plus divided by Ah bar plus H bar. So these formula we need to use. This is for total pressure, force equals to rho G into H bar. We have derived this. Then the center of pressure H star. This is also Ig upon Ah bar plus H bar. This is also we have derived. Okay. Now the center of pressure, and it is saying that it is an isosceles triangular plate. So the shape of the body is a triangular shape with the base of 4 meters. So the base is 4 meter. The altitude is at 4 meters. So that means the height is 4 meter. When it is immersed vertically in oil, so it has been vertically immersed, okay, in an oil of specific gravity 0.9. So the liquid in which it has been immersed is nothing but an oil which is having a specific gravity of 0.9. The base of the plate coincides with the free surface. Since it has been given over here the base, because the base of the plate is coinciding with the free surface, that is why your triangle has been upside down. Okay, इसीलिए वो क्या हो रहा है, उल्टा उसको प्रोवाइड किया, because it is clearly mentioned over here that the base of the triangular plate is coinciding with the free surface. Okay, now we will see what are the given parameters. We have been provided with the B is 4 meter, height is 4 meter. Based on that we can calculate the area, that is half base into height. So half base into height is nothing but 8 meter square. Okay, Now the specific gravity is 0.9. So based on that, we can calculate the density, multiplying it by what? 1000. So it is coming out to be 900 kg per meter cube. Okay. So we have got rho, we have got G is 9.81, we have got we have got 8 meters. Now we need to calculate the h bar. So h bar is nothing but the height from the free surface to the center of gravity of the body. Okay, so this height we need to know. So it is nothing but h by 3, since it has been given in this question. The CG from the base, so the CG from the base is what? H by 3. So in this case the CG, okay, so from here the CG from the base will be what? H by 3. Okay, so the h is nothing but 4 meters. 4 divided by 3, that will give you the value of h bar. So we have now got all the parameters. We have rho, that is 900, we have got G, that is 9.81, we have A, that is 8, and h bar, that is coming out to be 1.33. So based on that, we can calculate the total pressure. So the total pressure after putting all these values, we are getting to be 9597.6 Newton. Okay, so this is the value for force. After that, we need to calculate the center of pressure. As I've told you, we have got this formula, Ig into h bar plus h bar. So this is the formula given, Ig divided by h bar plus h bar. Okay, so Ig is nothing but the moment of inertia. So in case of your triangular, the Ig value is bh cube by 36. Okay, so we'll try to put all the values and get the value for Ig. So b is 4 meter, h is also 4 meter, 4 cube divided by 36. So this is, we are getting Ig equals to 7.11. Okay, after that, h star, we will put all the values. Ig value is 7.11. Okay, area value is 8, and h bar is 1.33 plus 1.33, because again it is h bar. So the final value of center of pressure, the total pressure. So this force will be acting at a point which is what? At a distance of 1.99 meter from the free surface. Okay, so this is the basically your h star value, that is the center of pressure. Okay, so now we have seen the various part related to vertically immersed surface. After that, we are going to start with a new topic, that is when in case the body is been placed inside a liquid in an inclined part. Before that, we need to understand the horizontal case. Let me show you what were the cases. The cases were, first part was vertically plane surface. This we have done. Now we'll study the horizontal plane surface. Okay. Now horizontal plane surface is very easy, because what is happening in case of vertically immersed surface, what is happening? Suppose this is your rectangular body. So this is your free surface. So this is your center of gravity. This is your center of pressure. So this is P, and this is suppose G. In this case, what is happening? The G height will differ from the free surface, and the center of pressure will height differ from the free surface. Okay, but in case when the surface has been placed horizontal, so as you can see, suppose this is the horizontal surface. Okay, so what will happen? The center of gravity, suppose this is your CG point. Okay, suppose on this is line only, you are having your pressure point. So as you know that this height is same. So in this case, the h star will be equal to what? H star will be equal to what? The height from the free surface only. Okay, so in the derivation you can clearly see that. Let me show you the derivation for that. Where is the derivation for that? Yeah, horizontal plane surface submerged in the liquid. So in this case, what we are doing, we are considering a plane horizontal surface. Okay, immersed in a static fluid. As you know that hydrostatic force acts only in case of static fluid. So this is the must. As every point on the surface is at the same depth from the free surface of the liquid, the pressure intensity will be equal to the entire surface, equal to what? P into rho gh, where h is the depth of the surface. So as you can clearly see that this is a horizontal plane. Okay, this point P and this point G, they are coinciding. So or if it is on the other side, what will happen? The height from the free surface will be equal. From, if suppose the point G is over here, the height will be equal. So in that case, we need to not calculate h star because it is equal to what? Depth of CG. So we don't need to calculate h star, since h bar is equal to what? H star. Okay, so we need to find out only the area, total forces. So total forces is again, force is what? Pressure upon area. Force is equals to what? Pressure upon area. This we have already done. So the final formula was what? Rho g into ah bar. So this is the total formula for pressure, force. Okay. After that, we'll start with the new topic, that is your inclined plane surface submerged in liquid. Okay. Now what we are doing, that this surface is being submerged in the liquid. Okay, and this is having an inclined plane. So the angle which it has been making is considered as theta. Okay. Now the center of gravity, we need to consider this point. Okay, suppose this is the body, we are drawing it on this part so that we can see that, otherwise we will be able to see only the thickness. Okay, the center of gravity is at a height of h bar from the sea surface. All these points, the point G, this point center of pressure, the center of gravity, this will be, we will always consider from the free surface. Okay, so the center of gravity of the body from the free surface at a distance of h bar, and the center of pressure, we are considering that it is having an height of h star. Okay, now we need to consider one more thing. Since it has been inclined, so we need to consider all these values also. Where the center of gravity is acting, we are considering an basically a line or an axis, point O. Okay, now from this axis, the center of gravity point is having a distance of y bar, and similarly the point center of pressure is having a distance of y star. Okay, now we are considering a small strip in the same manner we have done in the previous video, which was for your vertical surface. We will consider a strip, we will find the force for a strip, then we will integrate it, then we will get this force for the entire area. Okay, so the width of this strip is we are considering as b. Okay, the height we are considering as dy, and the height from here. Okay, from the top to the center to the axis O, the height is y, and in the same manner, if we draw one line, okay, so this will be h. Okay, so these are all the parameters which we have been given. So for that, these are all the mentioned factors over given, which I have already explained you. So we will start with the derivation part. So as you know, the pressure formula is what? Rho into GH. Okay, after that, we are considering it for a small strip, so df. Okay, df will be what? df is nothing but pressure into area of the strip. How this is coming? Because we know that pressure equals to what? Force upon area. So in order to calculate the force, we need to multiply it with the pressure. So in case of a strip, we are considering as df. Okay, so that will be P into the area of strip. Okay, after that, the P pressure value, we know that pressure value is what? Rho g into h, so we will put rho gh, and the area of strip is what? dA. We are considering that the area of strip is what? dA. Okay, so after, so this is for basically a strip. In order to get it for the whole body, we need to convert it into what? We need to integrate this value. Okay, so after integration, what we will getting? So for the whole body, df will get converted into f, and we need to integrate df. Okay, so integration of rho g h into d. Ultimately, we need to consider this. Okay, now if we consider this part, here it is saying that it is h by y equals to h bar by y bar equals to h star by y star equals to sine theta. Now where this is coming, so you can see over here that small triangles are forming. Okay, So the first triangle which is forming is that the h star value to this value. So the first value is this is angle theta. Okay, this is h star, and the side which is perpendicular to the side which is hypotenuse to it is here. H star is corresponding to what? It is corresponding to y star. Okay. So if we need to calculate sine theta is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So this is your perpendicular h star. Okay, this is your hypotenuse y star. So this is your first triangle. After that, you can see h bar is also corresponding to y bar. So this is your second triangle. Okay, again the angle is what? Theta. The hypotenuse is your y bar, and the height is, in this case, is h bar. So again, sine theta equals to what? Sine theta is nothing but equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So h bar by y bar. And this is the largest triangle, h star by y star. After that, the medium sized triangle is h bar by y bar, and there is another triangle which is forming. As I have drawn an h value, and it is when corresponding with the value of y. Okay, so the next triangle is, this is h, this is y, again the angle, this is theta. So sine theta equals to what? So sine theta will become h by y. So as you can see, in this case the left hand side is sine theta, in this case also it is sine theta, in this case also sine theta. So we can say that h star into y star equals to what? H bar into y bar equals to what? H by y. So that is the same thing which is written over here. H by y equals to h bar by y bar equals to h star by y star. These are all equal to what? Sine theta. Okay. After that, we have the value of what? H. We need to replace it by what? If we want h value, we need to multiply it with what? Sine theta with y value. Okay. So h equals to what? H equals to what? Y into sine theta. After that, if we put this value, f equals to what now? Rho g, instead of h we are writing what? Y sine theta into what? dm. Okay. After that, we will take all the constant outside. Rho g and sine theta is constant. Okay. So this value we are taking it out, and we are left with y into dA. Okay. So in case y is for what? Strip. And what will be the center of gravity in case of your whole body? In case of your whole body, the center of gravity will be h bar. So this y will get converted into what? Sorry, this y will be get converted into what? This y will get converted into what? Y bar. So instead of y, we will write what? Y bar. Okay. So dA will get converted into the total area of your body, and y will convert it into y bar. Okay. But we don't want this y bar. We want the value of what? For the center of gravity from the free surface that we need, that is your h bar. So we'll convert this y bar into what? Into h bar. How we'll convert that? First we will write what are the values we are left. Now sine rho g sine theta, this get converted into a into y bar. Okay. So this is the value, rho g sine theta y bar into a. Now we can convert this y bar, or this we can convert this y bar sine theta. Okay. How? You will see over here. Again you can see that h bar by y bar. Okay. So since we want the value of h bar, then we can what? So we want h bar, we will have to multiply sine theta with y bar. So sine theta y bar, we can replace it with h bar. So over here that same thing has been done. Y bar sine theta is been replaced by what? H bar. So final formula for force is what? Again rho g a into h bar. So there is no change. There is no change in this formula. This was same in case of the vertical plane. This is same in case of what? Horizontal plane. This is same in case of your inclined plane. Okay. Now we will see what is the difference we are getting in the center of pressure formula. Okay. Now the center of pressure formula, in this what we need to do, we need to take what? We need to take the moment. We need to take the moment of this strip along this axis. Okay. So we will take the moment. Now for a moment we need df, and this df will be multiplied with this distance, the perpendicular distance, that is y. So let me see what it is written over here. So we have got the value of df. Df was rho g h dA. From where we are getting this? This was the value for your df, rho g h into dA. Okay. So this we have already discussed. After that, h value we can replace it with what? H value can be replaced with y sine theta. From where this is coming? This is coming from this side. H was replaced by y sine theta. Okay. So this is the value for your df. After this, what we will do, we will take the moment along the o axis. So df will be multiplied by y. Now rho g into y sine theta dA, this is the value for df, and this is the value for your y. After that, what we are getting, that the y gets multiplied with y square, so it is get converting into rho g into sine theta into y square into dA. Okay. The sum of the moment of all the forces about the O, what we are getting this value. See, basically we need to integrate this. This is basically for the strip. In order to get it converted into the total area, we need to integrate this. So the integration of rho g sine theta into y square dA, what we are getting, that rho g sine theta is what? Constant. We are getting with y square into dA. So integration of this y square into dA, that is nothing but your moment of inertia, that gets converted into I naught. Okay. And this forces will be equal to what? It will be equal to the total force. That will be equal to the moment of total force into what? This height. Okay. That this height is nothing but your y bar. So this moment is equal to what? Force into what? Your y bar, or y star, sorry. So this value, we are left with this value, rho g sine theta I naught. So rho g sine theta I naught is equal to what? The force into y star. Because in this what we are doing, we are considering a small strip, then we are integrating it. So ultimately we are doing what? We are considering the whole body itself. And this part where it is coming, we are directly taking it for the whole body. The force which will be acting, it will create a moment along O axis. So it will be the perpendicular for this force is nothing but your y star. So this force into y star equals to this value, rho g sine theta I naught. Okay. So we need the value of y star. Okay. So we will use y star on the left hand side and all other terms on the right hand side. Rho g sine theta I naught divided by f. Okay. Now what we are doing now? After that, yes. After that, what we can do that. Now after that, what we need to do this, we have the value of force. So the force value is rho g into h bar, and we have the value of y star also. So y star we can calculate by this only. Now h star into h star by y star equals to sine theta. So in order to calculate what, h star, what we are trying to calculate, we are calculating y star. Okay. So y star can be replaced by what? Where is the formula? Y star can be replaced by what? H star by sine theta. So if we keep y star on this side and divide sine theta, so y star equals to what? H star by sine theta. So these are the values which we are going to put in this. H star we are replacing it by y star we are replacing it by h star into sine theta, and forces we are replacing by rho g into a h bar. And one more thing, I naught by parallel axis theorem, I have told you earlier, it is equals to what? Ig into a y bar square. Okay, so we'll put all these value in this. So finally what we are getting, we can see over here the force. So instead of y star in this equation we are putting it over here, we are putting it. Okay, so instead of y star we will write h star by sine theta. Okay, now rho g sine theta I naught, instead of I naught we are writing what, ig plus ay bar the whole square. Okay, uh, divided by what, the force we are replacing it by rho g into ah bar. So this is the final equation what we are getting. After that rho can get cancelled with rho, g can also get cancelled with g. Okay, so we are left with what, sine square. This sign get multiplied over here, so this will be what, sine square theta into h bar ig into a y bar the whole square. Now since we are talking about h star, we need to convert this y bar. Okay, now h bar by y bar equals to what, sine theta. This we have earlier seen. So in order to convert y bar in h bar, so y bar equals to what, so if we want to change y bar, so y bar can be replaced by what, h bar by sine theta. So this is the same thing which he has done over here. Y bar, it is replaced by h bar by sine theta. Okay, so after that we'll put the value. Okay, now the h star into sine square theta by h bar, ig value is same, plus a into y bar. Instead of y bar we will put h bar whole square divided by what, sine square theta. Okay, after that we will multiply this one by one inside. So sine square theta into ig divided by ah bar, this is the first part. Then we'll put all these value inside with this factor. So sine square theta, this is also sine square theta, this will get cancelled. Okay, over here it is having h bar. Okay, over here it is having square, so only we will be left with only h bar. And this is over, we are having area, this is also we are having area. So ultimately it will be left with only h bar. So ig sine square theta by ah bar plus h bar. So this is the value which we are getting. Okay, hope you have understood this. If you not, I will repeat the same. Please let me know in the comment whether you have understood this or not, because this is very important. Most of the time this is asked in your university exam, so it will be important for your university exam. So please let me know. If not, I will repeat the same thing. If it is clear to all, please mention it in the comments so that we can start with the numericals. Okay, thank you.